What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hanging Heavy. As always, I'm your boy Desecrator, and today I don't have anyone in studio like I thought I was going to, but I do have someone via Skype, and that is my close friend Maelbogia.
What's up? I'm here via satellite, via the World Wide Web. Thank you.
All right,
Glad to be back.
That's enough of that. I was gonna do this by myself because everyone else dropped out.
Like a loser.
But then Maelbogia here started texting me, and we had some interesting texts going. So I figured, fuck it, let's see if this bitch wants to do it. And he said yes.
I got nothing better to do.
Oh fuck, I forgot it fucking stacks. You did the show maybe a year ago, right? It's been a fucking hot minute.
It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute, so says the kids on the streets.
Yeah.
5 years ago, but whatever. But yeah, he's been on the show before. I've mentioned many stories that happens.
I've heard the show, so I know what's going on.
I know enough.
Oh yeah!
Shout out to Macho Man one time.
Booker T.
But yeah, we were talking. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you want to start from the top. Let me read the first text. I asked him if he had any topics first, and he said, I have the text right here. Fuck, damn, we had a quick fucking back and forth. He said, I said, do you have any topic ideas? He said, the coronavirus. I said, fuck that.
Why not? I'm here live in the
I don't want to add
Wuhan province of China.
I don't want to add any more to the fucking hysteria machine that the
Damn boy.
Yeah, I don't want to add any more to the fucking fake hysteria that the media is making, and that's not what I'm about. So
I don't like the coronavirus, man.
Yeah, I'd rather have the Sam
Dos
Adams
Equis virus.
I'd rather have the Sam Adams virus.
Boston.
Shitty jokes once again. Right now, fucking it's the time
Rim
that.
shot.
Yeah, right. And hey, I made this rim shot myself. I'm proud of that.
Are you hiccuping already?
No, it's just fucking every night around this time. Right now it's 12:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Here in my neck of the woods, the fucking trains won't shut the fuck up. Some bitch is getting reamed right now because they be running a train on that hoe. Yeah, they've been going nonstop since, I want to say, like 11. So if you hear any background choo-choo noises, I'm only going to bring it up this one time.
Don't be alarmed, man. It's your little choo-choo train.
It's me. I have a train whistle.
So what does it do? What do you prefer, the ice scale or the H scale? And I never got into trains. I know they're just two scales, and everybody's all like the hardcore H ones are like, oh, H scale is the only one, and I don't know. I think it's H or I. I could be totally off.
I don't fucking care. I do have a miniature train.
Whoopsie!
Carnival. Hey, you don't say that around here. I gotta fucking bleep that out.
Okay, you.
God dang it, Bobby!
You. Less of a man.
Dip.
Hey, I'm trying not to get taken out by the fucking alphabet gang.
Dip.
Oh, anyway, fucking, so I said no, fuck that bullshit, and then he texts 2 words, question mark, Mad Mike.
Mad Mike.
Immediately I said, who the fuck is that? He said, flat earther. As soon as he said that, I knew who he was talking about. But I pressed anyway, and I said nope. I don't know if you thought I meant like it still doesn't ring a bell, but I meant nope. I
Yeah, I
don't.
thought like, how did you not know the great Daredevil Mad Mike?
The great daredevil, though. You mean the great physicist?
No, he said Daredevil allegedly. I know him as a
No, no,
Daredevil.
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
know.
Correction. He was a daredevil.
True,
Well,
true.
whatever. So, I guess you took my nope as a like I don't know who he is, but I took that nope was I don't care about Mad
No.
Mike. But you text immediately. He built a homemade rocket ship to prove himself that the Earth was flat, and I said, "Oh, that fucking tard." Yeah, yeah. You immediately sent a link to a YouTube video that was his failed rocket launch. Apparently, this flat earther was so convinced that the Earth was flat that he himself took the challenge to build a rocket to go high enough to take his own pictures and document the proof that Earth was flat and that all other images of said planet were doctored and or faked.
Wait, but you're missing like the best part. The rocket was powered by steam.
Yeah,
Full.
he was in the desert, man. It was a wild, wild west. It was steampunk.
Yeah, he was full steampunk. I'm gonna power by steam. I imagine him with with a Vada's vest and like a monocle and
With like
a
fucking
Vada's top hat.
eight fucking house hot water heaters underneath that shit.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
an
steam.
I may not be a smart man, but I do know that won't work. You
It
take
worked. It went up.
yeah, and what goes up must come down.
Apparently so.
Excuse me, hold on. That was fucking golden. I said what goes up must come down.
Oh,
Well, anyway, fucking I I didn't care about the video. I know already what happened. So I scrolled down to read the comments, and the comments were fucking awesome. The one that stood out to me was he died doing what he loved, plummeting to the ground at 200 miles an hour and penetrating the earth.
yeah. Here you go, Earth.
And
One
then
for the whip.
and then you went on to say, dude, you see him die, and I put, nah, he's hella far. Like you don't see anything, you just see the thing fall down, right? That's what I meant. And then I asked if they had released the autopsy reports. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and pause this episode right here and just Google it. You'll find it real quick. I'm pretty sure it's pretty popular because he's the Darwin Award winner for 2020.
Woo!
For those of you not in the loop, that means he's the biggest idiot of the year.
Oh, it's still early. We're still
we're,
it's February.
we're still fresh in
Let's not give it
2020.
away yet. There's plenty of time for that. But he's the early front runner.
Yeah, I mean he's the only front runner right now.
True.
And then you said, imagine him pulling on the parachute, not knowing it deployed on takeoff.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, once I saw the parachute, I immediately thought, well, there's your problem. Fucking idiot. You said, he probably screamed all the way down. I said,
Yeah.
he probably passed out on lunch. Doesn't even
I
know
don't know.
he's dead.
That's a debate that I think he was like, oh no, bloop.
What did I do?
Okay, the earth is round. Please, God, save me.
Why didn't I hit that flat plateau yet? God
Yeah.
damn you. Well, whatever.
I hope the earth is made out of Laffy Taffy.
I hope the earth is soft. Well, either way, you're like, the parachute would have kept the G-forces from being too great, so he wouldn't have passed out. And I said that bitch-ass parachute wouldn't have saved him if he had jumped out of a plane. Like, that parachute was fucking small. I think I have underwear bigger than that fucking parachute.
If I was him, I would have jumped out of the fucking rocket, man.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure he
what's the
didn't.
worst that can happen?
I don't think he thought about fucking ejecting early.
I was like, God damn, fuck this.
And that was his first test flight, right?
I think it was. I mean, I assume because they call him a daredevil, so I assume he's done other shenanigans.
Yeah.
But I'm not bothered to look into his,
If that
his
was the
whole.
if that was the maiden voyage, I would have just put a fucking bag of sand in the seat.
A chimp. Get a
No,
chimp.
that's cruelty to animals.
Can't get a chimp anymore. 'Cause
Yeah.
the
Chimp,
SPCA gets on your butt. But yeah.
chimps are expensive, man. You gotta be
Yeah.
Michael Jackson to get chimps around here.
Well, how about you're in the desert? Get in some iguanas or something.
Something, right?
Like a monitor lizard.
Put a-
They're pretty much a dime a dozen there.
Put a fucking watermelon, something. Put a bag
A
of
bag of
fucking
sand.
jello. I don't fucking care. Well, whatever. You said he didn't even get to airplane height. And
Oh, you
yeah,
can tell the rocket goes up
he
and the
didn't even
camera.
get.
You see him right away. He barely. I don't even think he touched the clouds.
I don't
He
even
went
think
like to the top of a skyscraper. And, oh no!
No, I don't think he even got that high.
All right. So I think he got high enough to the point where he was like, "Oh no, this is gonna go bad." Because he would have gone out, like, let's say, the height of a house, and fallen down. He would have gone bruises, but he got high enough to where he saw the ground from far, and he was like closing in. And he said, "This is it."
And no,
Like he's surviving this.
I think he got high enough to say, "That shit looks round."
Yeah, yeah. I was wrong.
Yeah, so we both agreed. Fuck that guy. Fuck him up his stupid ass. You said he died screaming, and I said I still call him being totally knocked out.
I hope he was knocked out because imagine seeing because the rocket looks like an arrow. It has a pointy tip.
Yeah, that's called a needle nose rocket. Don't you know anything?
It looks like a child made that rocket, like with a pointy tip. Who does that? We haven't
That shit
seen rockets like
looks. That shit looks like he literally made it in his backyard,
that. Yeah,
and
I mean, it looks like
I'm pretty sure he did. Oh fuck!
a cartoon rocket.
It was just a bunch of trash cans, like cut, the bottoms cut up, and they were duct taped
Yeah.
together.
Like you see SpaceX, the rockets are all round and stuff. They're all aerodynamic. It looks like a Bugs Bunny rocket.
A
It's
Bugs
like a
Bunny
Marvin
rocket.
the Martian rocket. Like screw that.
A Bugs
Did you think he was a physicist or something?
No, if he was a physicist, he wouldn't think the Earth was flat.
Oh, that's true.
Well, yeah, whatever. So, I mean, we went off of that fucking idiot to you. Then said that you were like, I guess, on a space deep dive, and you went to look into the Challenger explosion.
Yes. See, when I was young, not to show my age, when I was young, was it 1986, 1984?
86. It was 86.
86. The Challenger exploded. In my mind, because I was a little kid, when I saw it blew up, I said, "Oh, they're all dead. They all died of fiery death."
Yeah.
Somehow, I guess about 2 weeks ago, I was looking into it for no apparent reason, and the evidence shows that they were actually alive. When the Challenger blew up, like it fell apart into different pieces. The booster rockets, the gas tank, it all fell apart. The actual orbiter, it fell apart, but the like where the astronauts were, like the whole like the spatial, like the whole end, like the front end,
The
it
capsule.
stayed
or
all in
whatever.
one piece.
Yeah.
So they were alive. They were trying to like they're like in an airplane where the pressure happens. All like gas masks, they come down. They each put on their gas mask to breathe the oxygen. They try to make it fly, not knowing they couldn't make it fly because there were no wings. So just the front end of the orbiter. And yeah, so they were alive. They were up there. They were higher than Mad Mike.
Yeah.
They were high. Not Mad Mike. They were high. They were up there in the stratosphere. And they're coming down. They're like, oh, let's make this thing fly. Let's make it land. They had no.
Yeah.
They had no landing gear. They had no wings.
They had no way to
But
control.
they didn't know that. They were trying to make it land. So that was worse than Mad Mike.
I mean, at least they like had the know-how to fucking land the bitch.
Yeah, but it was what? They didn't have any.
Well, they didn't
They,
know that at
well,
fucking
yeah, they didn't know that because they couldn't see. It's not like they had windows in the back. Hey, let me see where the.
yeah,
Oh crap! It's the wings.
yeah. But I mean, they were more capable than this Magic Mike idiot.
Magic Mike. He's a stripper now.
Whatever, dude. Who cares? He's gonna be forgotten like in 2 days.
He's gonna. They find his body. He's wearing a thong.
Maybe that's why he crashed. Maybe he was fucking
Yeah. He was
twerking.
ill-equipped.
He was. Maybe that's his propulsion. Maybe he was helicopter dicking, dude.
He stopped halfway and where?
Well, he couldn't. He couldn't sustain flight.
Couldn't keep it hard.
I mean, I don't think you're supposed to be hard when you do fucking cock helicopters, but.
That's true.
Oh, that's
He
fucked
ran
up.
out of soup.
I mean, did he have any family, or like was he just a nutcase?
I'm pretty sure he has some family. I
Oh,
mean, just
that-
because he's a nut kid, but he's not a homeless person in the middle of the woods. I mean, he had to have somebody. I mean, well, literally, somebody was recording it.
yeah,
If he had family, he had some peons or some minions to yeah, man. He had some people that believed in him enough to, I'll record you, man. We're gonna make history.
you know what his problem is? He has too many yes men in his life,
Yeah. He had too many minions.
and well, I mean,
We're gonna do it, man. It's gonna be gold.
it'll totally work, Captain. Oh,
Yeah.
Captain, my Captain.
Yeah. Nothing could go. No, but because in the background, when the plane's coming down, when the aircraft is coming down, you hear in the background when it hits, you're like, oh no, you hear like a very faint,
Yeah,
oh no. But only at that point. I would have been already like, oh,
I would have been
crap.
owing no when it started arcing back down to Earth.
Yeah, they were like, nah. He's gonna, like after that point, they were like still believing, like
You got
he's
this.
gonna pull out of it. Yeah, he's got this.
Yeah.
He's gonna pull something out. Like, yeah, I believe in him. Until they saw him squish in the ground, they went, oh no. But it was like the weakest. Oh no, like
Yeah, like they were
oh
sad.
no. Like all their hopes and dreams were blown at that point.
Well, they're not gonna get paid now. He's dead.
He owed him a boatload of money.
Well, I mean, think about it. If he made it, like how much money people would have given that idiot.
Yeah, he's like, we got sponsors.
He,
I got SpaceX on my
You-
phone right
like-
here.
like
I'm
that,
gonna text me right now.
like that asshole that fucking jumped out of the fucking weather balloon at whatever it was. That fucking Red Bull guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But what's that weather balloon?
yeah, it was like some kind of balloon that took him into the fucking.
Yeah, he had like an old school MTV astronaut costume.
Yeah, he had the spaceman fucking costume.
Yeah, spaceman. I'm like, what a gimmick. I thought he was gonna come out with an MTV flag and shit.
And it was like plastered with fucking Red Bull logos everywhere.
Hey, you got a sponsor?
Well, I mean, they paid for it, so fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have put more stuff on it, like a race car driver,
Yeah,
Pennzoil,
like Wonder Bread and shit.
anything. Fucking Trojan condoms on my leg, whatever sponsor you can
Fuck
get.
it, Bitcoin, fucking shout out.
Bitcoin, What?
Yeah,
AdamandEve.com, everything.
yeah,
Sponsor.
whoever and whatever.
Anything,
As
even
long-
like small little
Mom and pop
like from
shops.
small little hick town, like Old Bob's Brewery, whatever.
Like Gregory's
Like
Oil
Seltzer.
and fucking tune up.
Yeah,
And shit. Yeah, well,
that's how you sell it.
I guess I have two things to close that out with, and I'll play them for you.
Bitch, you ain't no nerd. You stupid idiot.
And that's all I have to say about that. Let me go ahead and take a quick break because my computer's old and I gotta check up on it. So let's rich and rare. And we're back. So I guess I don't have an intro to this. I mean, this is one of the mainstays of the podcast. I record every episode while I'm drinking. I always got a drink in my hand and my dick in the other. Oh, I wish I had the fucking. Hold on, I have a drink in one hand and my dick in the other. So I don't have an intro or whatever for this segment. So I guess it's just what I'm drinking tonight, and maybe this music will be for this. Fuck it, I'll think about that, but let's see how it goes. So I'm drinking some beers right now. I still have some of those coffee porters that I have from Real Ale Brewing Company, and those are a treat. But I bought a 6-pack of 12-ounce cans of a beer that you recommended.
Yes, I did.
It's a Texas-made beer, and it's called Guns and Oil. Sounds hipster, right? But do not fret. It's an American-style lager. For those of you that don't know what that means, it's a Budweiser that's not Budweiser. And I just brought another one in. Go ahead and pour this in a glass. Ah, goddammit, I wish I could catch this. What is this shit called? ASMR or whatever?
Yeah, ASMR. The bubbles.
Yeah, let
There's...
me tickle your ear. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle. Get the fuck out of here. I think this music is raunchy. So I think I might keep it. This sounds like fucking fighting music when you're all fucked up. But whatever. It's a little diddle that I did a couple months back. So it's copyright free, bitch. If you want to sue me, it came straight from my brain with the moving pictures. Okay, well, whatever. So yeah, I'm drinking this Guns and Oil American Lager. And
Guns and Oil.
I've seen it a bunch of times. I never read that it was a lager, but you told me you had it on draft, which I still think they gave you the wrong fucking draft, because this tasted nothing like how you described.
I mean, it's a lager. I mean,
Yeah, it's a lager, but I mean, since it's not Budweiser, they could put some fucking flavor in it.
I don't like Budweiser. Budweiser's flavorless.
Yeah, it has a flavor, but it's super artificial. Like almost like it has like a fucking sweetener in it. But
I think allegedly it's made with high fructose corn syrup.
it's flavored with the blood, sweat, and tears of their employees.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever.
That's
Fucking
your enemy.
yeah. Well, this can is it looks cool, and on the side it says, "This refreshing American lager is crafted to be clean, crisp, and like you, bolder than most. Hashtag poundable." Let me.
Poundable.
I think I'm gonna add another hashtag. I don't know how hashtags work. I don't have Twitter, but hashtag not as good as you think. Hold on. Hashtag not as good as you think. I mean, it's better than Budweiser, but I mean, it leaves a lot to be desired. I use this actually, since it's like pretty forgettable. I use it to have me a Boilermaker, and I had me one of them right before I started recording, so got me that liquid courage, and I'm ready to fight anyone. And I guess
You
with
can also
that,
mix it up with, you can also mix it up like with something black, like your own.
yeah, I was thinking of mixing it with my fucking coffee porter, but I don't want to ruin.
There you go.
I don't want to ruin a good
Like
beer.
a black and tan.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin a good beer though. But you were telling me that that Real Ale Brewing Company had something that you really liked.
Yeah, like a long time ago when.
Hold on.
When first when
That music ain't working. It's
like
too
when
loud.
small breweries came out, like Real Ale, I found what was it called?
Double.
Brown House
Oh,
Ale.
Brown House Ale. There we go. Yeah.
It was like the first brown ale that I had. And I loved it. It was like something new to me, and it was great. They had some other beers, but they had I think it was like a White River Ale. That one I didn't like at all.
Yeah.
But the Brown House Ale, that was my favorite. That company.
Brown House. Oh yeah, and I told you that shit sounded familiar.
Yeah, I think we've had it before a long time ago.
Yeah, maybe fucking years ago.
Yeah, because they also had. I think that they also at one time I think they had like a 12 pack that had like like a sample of all their beers. I think maybe you only had one because normally in a 12 pack they'll give you two of each of their kind. I think you only had maybe one of the Brown House ales, and the
Yeah,
rest were like
the shit beers.
yeah. 'Cause I remember that like the White River Ale or something like that, like the White River Ale or the Rio Blanco Ale. I think it was the Rio Blanco Ale.
The
That
I,
one was garbage.
the IPA or what?
No, it was the Rio Blanco Ale. I think that was garbage, and they might have had an IPA too.
Well, I mean, you've been one of those people that I've experienced a good portion of my fucking uh, drinking uh, pursuit. I don't really know exactly how to word it, but I mean, we've tried some fucking out there shit over the years.
Remember like the what was it like the Sam Adams? What was it?
Which
The,
one?
the coffee stout or which one was it? There was we had it came in a green bottle. They only had it like in sample packs. The Sam Adams
Oh,
red coffee or I can't remember. So
let
I
me
think it was like a red and green label,
let me look it up.
very Christmassy. And we would say those towards the end when we're not very particular about what we're
Yeah,
drinking.
yeah, those will be the last ones.
Can't remember the name of it though.
And green label. Let's see.
It was like the red coffee or
Oh man, if fucking Sam Adams
like the
made an
donut ale. I don't know what the hell. It has some weird name.
if Sam Adams made an Irish ale, oof.
Well, they should know. Isn't
Oh
Boston
fuck, I
Irish?
think they do. God damn it,
I think they do.
I wish I was closer to Boston. Yeah, the Rebel IPA.
Oh, we had to remember. It's like the least
The winter lager, because the
hoppy ITA. It's the least hoppy IPA, but it's not bad because it's super. The Rebels one it's touted as the most accessible IPA.
yeah, like the
It's
easiest to drink.
not as hoppy. Yeah, it's easier to drink.
Yeah,
I think we kind of like it because it's not as hoppy, but it's a
still
little bit
still sucks.
over the top hoppy. Yeah.
I'm not an
Yeah, yeah.
IPA. I'm not an IPA fan at all. I've never had one that I was like, I would drink this on the regular.
So when you try it again, I think it's like it only has like
No, 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 no,
80 bit
no,
80 IPA units, something like that.
no,
And
no.
most IPAs have like over 150, and ours only had like 80 of the units.
No, I'm
So it
good.
should be more easy drinking, but it is kind of pricey for
It's gross,
you to
dude.
try and say no in the first beer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I still remember the first time we tried APAs. We were like, IPA, IPA.
Yeah,
We didn't even know how to
whatever. I
fucking
think it was,
pronounce it. It just had a cool label, and that's how they get you, man.
I think it was um was it Hammer IPA or
Let me see. Yeah, that sounds actually like
like
it's a
Long Hammer? I think it was Long Hammer
Hammer
IPA.
IPA. Let's see.
And we're Long
Yeah,
Hammer.
it is
This should
Long
be
Hammer.
great.
Yeah, it was Long Hammer. Long Hammer IPA.
Yeah, Long Hammer
Fuck.
IPA. This should be great. This is
Yeah,
the best thing ever. And
it
trash.
had a cool label, and as soon as it touched the taste buds,
I think the
bitter
label
beer,
had like a
bitter
I
beer
think the
face.
label had a hammer and anvil or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it had back in the day. I mean,
Yeah, I was
right.
like, oh, it's all manly.
Yeah, right now it's got like fucking mountains and shit. It doesn't look the
Already
same.
they changed it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they make different ones, but the one that I have
Oh,
here
okay.
is called Red Hook, and it's like a mountain
Oh,
fucking range or whatever.
it's a mountain of dirt.
Yeah, and they were like, maybe it's just that one that sucks. Maybe those went bad because nobody
Hey, that was
buys them.
trash.
And then we
IPA.
tried another IPA, and it was fucking just as disgusting. For those of you that don't drink beers, IPAs or Indian Pale Ales, they're made to be extremely stout that they fucking pack a lot of hops in their brew, and hops, if used right, they can be floral. They can actually taste well and good and delicious. But when you fucking just dump probably a fucking 200, 300 pounds of that shit into a fucking brew, that shit gets bitter real quick.
Real fast.
Yeah, like I remember the first one that we had, that Longhammer.
Yeah.
I muscled half of it, and I said no mas. I tapped out.
Yeah.
And those stayed in the fucking beer cooler for fucking like
For a
a
while.
month until we threw them out. They stayed there so long that we didn't even drink them. We just threw them
That's
out to
embarrassing.
make space for beer that we liked. I guess.
And then that's the worst part, dude. That as beer drinking goes, IPAs are like the best, allegedly the best beers.
Yeah,
If you don't drink IPA, you're not a real beer drinker.
if you're a
Well, then I
hipster,
refuse to be a real beer drinker.
if you're a hipster bitch, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I only drink micro brews, and it
Oh,
has to be curated by gold award winners. Get the fuck out of here! It's fucking beer. If it's good, I'll drink it. If it sucks, I'll drink it if it's free. I mean, there's, I mean, rule number one when it comes to drinking: always say yes to free drinks.
I always bet on black.
I guess with that, I'll take a little break again. I have to pee pee now. So, rich and rare. And I'm back. It is with a heavy head, or heart, whatever the saying is. But it's getting kind of late, and my boy has to go. So, again, let's give it up for Maelbogia for joining us on this stupendous occasion of a surprise hanging heavy.
But I must depart.
Nah, fuck that.
Until we drink again.
I don't know if you have any last words you want to say before you go.
Nah. I guess I won't say till later. I'll just say I'll be back.
Richard. Well, Maelbogia had to leave. So I guess with that, there's plenty of time. I'll close out the show. Excuse me. But I haven't read any statistics. Oh my, Miss American Pie. Well, apparently at the end of February, I got a big spike of downloads. And there's more listens than ever this past month. Let me go ahead and just statistically, 36% comes from Spotify, 36% comes from Apple Podcasts, 12% from the Google Chrome. So that's from the website, hangingheavy.podbean.com. Safari, also, hangingheavy.podbean.com. Others, that's probably some other other mobile devices. So appreciate you for going to hangingheavy.podbean.com, using that. Also, let's look at my top 3 episodes. That's how I roll. 7 downloads. Yeah. And that's what I mean by that. And I finally get to use my notes. And coming in with the tie in third. So 2 of those are tied for the same 7 downloads. That's how I roll. Yeah. I finally get to use my notes. And I got that lava dick. Those 2 are tied at 6. And again, probably my most popular episode from I recorded it in 2018. Shit. It's already 2020. Welcome to the future, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah!
Spooky, scary skeletons. I don't know why that's a fucking big one, but that's a big one. Holy shnikes. 22 downloads from Nevada. That's the first time I've seen you there. What's up, Texas? Your boy's located in Texas. Y'all coming in at 10 downloads. 7 downloads from California. 6 from my Michigangsters. Shout out to the Spec Nation. Georgia, Maryland, North Carolina, New York. I'm walking here. Hey, I'm walking here. Ohio, Oregon, South Carolina. And 6 from others. Oof. Let's see, Canada land. 1 from Ontario. And it shows nothing else. Throughout the world, it's United Kingdom. With 6 downloads. I do want some tea and crumpets. But why do you guys put milk in your tea? That's weird. I understand creamer or milk in your coffee, but in your tea? WTF, mate. I still love you, though. 2 downloads from Chile. So somebody's got a VPN. 1 from Turkey. I love your meat. And 1 from India. I love your spices. They make the world go round. Since I kind of had to cut that interview short and by myself again, I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode where it's at. So you can find this podcast. Thank you for sticking along with me. My repeat offenders are the people that come back for more and more gluttonous punishment. But for those of you that are new, thank you for sticking with me. I'm Desecrator. This is Hanging Heavy, the podcast where the conversation can get as heavy as the host. Much love. Oh, shit. You can find this podcast wherever podcasts are hosted. Apple Podcast, the Google Play Podcast Store. You can search YouTube Hanging Heavy Podcast, and you'll find my uploads. Or you can go to the website hangingheavy.podbean.com. And next week I should have some samples in, so I'll talk more about that. That's a little background, little inside baseball. And much love and rich and rare.